back and it just went to voicemail. Creepy shit nonetheless, but maybe I'm just being a bit paranoid. I don't know. I'll see if I can make another update tonight, but I gotta go for now. I'll talk to you soon. 4:35 p.m. It wasn't the same guy as Nick Sullivan that I'd missed a call. I don't know what the hell is going on, but this is weird, man. Hey again, guys. So, as I got in the Uber, the driver had been waiting for me to come out, and I got in his car. I nearly shit myself as he turned on his car to find that the car, the one in the parking lot, was a grey Volkswagen. I couldn't tell if this was the same one from the night before because, well, hey, this one had a license plate. I never had gotten a good look at it up close before, so it could just be another person's car. As we were leaving, though, I looked up to the hotel, and in one of the rooms there was clearly a figure looking out the window. I'm not jumping to any conclusions right now as to whether it was him. I'm not sure if it was even the same room as mine. I just keep questioning myself at this point as to whether all of this shit is real or just paranoia. But maybe the guy actually did find me and I was about to be slaughtered, maimed, or worse. Or maybe this just is a classic cave or something, and I'm just finding ways to freak myself out. One thing that is for sure, though, is that the guy is definitely still hunting. I got a text from Mr. Sullivan, or Nick, or whatever the fuck he wants to call himself, and I'm still petrified after seeing it. At exactly 8:34 p.m. today, he sent me a video, and the only other thing that he said in the text was, "I see you." And the video, I'm positively sure, is my house. And now I want to know when the video was taken. It probably was not taken last night, as police were all watching my house. So that means that he either took it the first 2 nights or as recent as today, and I'm really hoping that it's the latter. If he took it today, that means that he probably still thinks that I'm staying. Unfortunately, though, this guy seems far from stupid, and if he has stalked me enough to know my garage code, he most certainly must have noticed that I'm there. Either way, he's trying to terrorize me, and he's probably trying to get me to flee my house for his perfect moment to strike. In some twisted way, I expected worse, I guess. I don't know what makes this psychopath tick. Maybe dead animals, maybe dead people, or just seeing his victims crumble under all the stress that he's inflicted. What I am dreading, though, is if he actually manages to find me at my friend's place. This guy, Tom, took up the mantle of protecting me, and if this guy manages to find me, I'll never forgive myself for putting this on. I offered him money, but he refused. So, for the past 2 hours, we've just been doing nothing but drinking beer and playing video games to calm my nerves. Tom is a bit of a hick, I would say. He loves dipping, sitting on his front porch drinking beer, and he has a pretty large collection of guns. Probably the best friend to have in a situation like this, if I'm being honest. Just as you guys would be nagging me to get a hold of, too. So, all in all right now, I'm feeling the most secure I've felt out of all the days since this shit started. I have informed the police about my situation too, and they told me that they hadn't seen a car parked near my house at all in the past day. I gave them the number, and they told me that they'll do their best to try and triangulate its position. So, it's getting late now too, and my friend and I have decided that we need to start securing the place in case of intruders. His house has security alarms, and he lives on a relatively busy street, so no one can just park near the house without parking in the driveway, and he's been staying off of a fish team too for my own safety. The anxiety hasn't stopped, mind you, but this is the first time I've had a friend by my side to help me with this situation, so I must admit that I feel better. He gave me one of his pistols too, and we started shooting in the rain despite having never shot a gun before. We're currently on his porch just talking as I shared this. I'm really grateful for all of your support, and updates will come as always for everybody. I hope you guys have a good night, and hopefully nothing notable will happen for once. And now I guess we wait. Hey guys, so at approximately 3 in the morning last night, my friend woke me up telling me that I needed to check something out. I immediately grabbed the revolver I'd left on the table next to the couch and we went to the front porch. In the distance, we could see a car parked all the way down the road. I'd say it was about 300 yards and still visible. The following that I can best remember from me talking to Tom. Yeah, and there, I was dozing off, and the moment I snapped out of it, the thing just showed up out of nowhere. It was just sitting there. I'm not sure. I saw it there, stared at it for a good 2 minutes. After that, I took my flashlight and started flashing it on and off. After the car shut off, some guy got out and waved and walked into the woods. There's a wooded area near my buddy's house that if you walk through it, you can go walk into a large open field. At this point, I completely, man, just fucking fuck you calling this house so late. Hello? Can you please just fucking tell me?
I apologize, sir. I may have the wrong number. Tell whoever owns this house to call back. Thank you.
And then he hung up. But Tom had come back and said that the car was not a Volkswagen and had a license plate. He said that the windows were tinted and the doors were locked, so there was really nothing that he could make out. I told him about the caller, and he said that he had no idea whose number that was. He called back, and no one answered. He also called from a restricted number, but there was no answer there either. We were sitting on the porch, and we heard an audible slam from his back door back. We saw nothing out of the ordinary, and we looked around everywhere for footprints, but still nothing. But when we had gone back to the front porch after countless minutes of searching, it was approximately 4 in the morning at that point. It wasn't until 10 minutes after we got back to the porch that we noticed the car 300 yards away was gone, and we hadn't even noticed. I haven't gotten any sleep since last night, and I told him that I wanted to leave his house because I need to keep moving, and he said that he wants to come too. He locked up all his doors, brought some guns, and we drove off at 6 in the morning. The police still haven't done jack shit, mind you, despite all the valuable intelligence I gave them too. And I've been on the road all day with my friend now. I drove a lot, and he slept in back, and we're currently at a McDonald's at the time. We were joking, saying that if we do end up getting kidnapped and murdered and attacked, at least someone will know from these videos, right? I'm just tired, guys. Tired of all of this. Tired of making these fucking. I just want this to be over. If anything happens tonight, I'll let you know, but bye for now. I think it's about time that we wrap up the show. Well, my parents have returned home, and both the police and my neighbours haven't seen the man ever since I left. I've been on the road for the past few days, and I want to stop running. But my parents informed me too that they got a hold of a revolver now, and all I want to do is be done with this. I'm starting to think that all of this here has just been in my head. I mean, the guy hasn't made any notable appearances in my life since that night, and maybe that video that he sent was just from the first 2 nights that I saw it. I don't know. I guess that's been the real problem ever since the start of this, is that I've just been overreacting to this poor choice, documenting everything that's happened. God only knows if this man has been using it to his advantage. But more importantly, I've been hiding and running away from him all this time. And I thought it was finally time that I confront him myself. Now, I'm not going to make him find him, but if he decides that he wants to come and attack my house and my family and myself, then he'll finally meet his maker, that's for sure. However, I thought a good start would be to just pay the 7-Eleven guy a visit today, and we decided to confront him. I just needed to be sure that it wasn't him, so we parked in the front of the 7-Eleven at about 8 at night, about 3 hours ago. This is the conversation we had. That's it. Let's just go in and ask him a few questions, okay? We just need to scare him a little, see how he responds. Tom took his pistol from the back seat and put it in his holster. Dude, is that necessary? Look, man, we can't even know if this is the guy. I mean, we can't just pull a gun on him and make him shit himself. I'm just taking some precautions, all. If this is the guy, then you've got to be careful, right? And with that, Tom got out of his car and started walking in as a follower. As soon as we walked in, he asked, "Hey boys, how you doing today?" We both gave it a stern look, so he responded, "Hey guys, what's the sour mood for?" I looked at Tom and he looked back at the cashier and asked, "Lovely day, isn't it?" And I could see that the guy was getting visibly nervous and began to sweat a bit. "Hey man, I couldn't but notice that gun in your holster. A pretty nice gun. That's a Colt, right? My dad had one of those." We didn't break eye contact. "Yeah, I would say it's a pretty nice day, isn't it? How's your day going?" "Well,